Hello, YouTube fam. Get ready for an amazing video experience. Hello, fellow enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Chilote Spanish. Chilote is a dialect of Spanish language spoken on the southern Chilean islands of Chiloé Archipelago, or simply Chilo. It has distinct differences from standard Chilean Spanish in accent, pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary, especially by influences from local dialect of Mapuche language called huilliche or Veliche, and some conservative traits. After the Battle of Curalaba 1598 and the destruction of the Seven Cities Chiloé was further isolated from the rest of Chile and developed a culture with little influence from Spain or mainland Chile. During the 17th and 18th centuries, most of the archipelago's population was bilingual, and according to John Byron, many Spaniards preferred to use Mapudungun because they considered it more beautiful. Around the same time, Governor Narciso de Santa María complained that Spanish settlers in the islands could not speak Spanish properly, but could speak Veliche, and that this second language was more used. Prepare yourself for an eye-opening discussion on phonology in the upcoming portion of this video. As in Chilean Spanish, there is aspirated at the end of the syllable and the between vowels tends to be removed. Aspirated realization of J as transformation of the groups and into preservation of the nasal consonant vela written en orden in words of Mapuche origin. This phoneme does not exist in standard Spanish. Culens in the rest of Chile, it is said culingus. Difference in treatment for y-anal from Castro to the north. No difference is made between them, since both are pronounced as yesmo. In sectors of the center and the south they are pronounced differently. They can be and or and. There are also other places in the southern and western parts where they are both pronounced. It is common for ch to be pronounced as a fricative, similar to an English. This fricative pronunciation has a social stigma associated in Chile. In some places the group ch is pronounced differently according to the etymology of the word. If it comes from Spanish, both consonants are clearly pronounced, while if the word comes from Mapudungun, it is pronounced similar to a cr. However, in the rest of the places, the words of Mapuche origin that had this consonant have replaced it by the cr, and in the rest this group is pronounced as in most dialects of Spanish, unlike what occurs in Chilean Spanish, in which you tend to use regardless of the origin of the word. Paragogue, a vowel is added to the end of words ending in R or C. Ig, anda, quenic. The prosodic aspects of Chilean Spanish have recently been studied and show an ascending intonation. Prepare yourself for an in-depth analysis of morphology in this section. The Spanish of the Chiloé Archipelago shares a number of morphological characteristics with that of northern New Mexico and southern Colorado, and with that of rural areas of the Mexican states of Chihuahua, Durango, Sonora, Tlaxcala, Jalisco, and Guanajuato. Person preterite forms ending in instead of the standard. Latin B is retained in some imperfect conjugations of and verbs, with the preceding I diphthongized into the previous vowel, as in versus, verbs ending in R, like those ending in, conjugated in for both the present and preterite tenses. The reverse occurs in New Mexico and rural Mexico, where verbs can be conjugated in the present tense. Non-standard G in many verb roots, such as believe. In their present tense subjunctive first-person plural conjugations, verbs are pronounced with stress on the antepenultimate syllable, instead of on the penultimate one, thus and instead of and. The clitic pronoun we is often replaced by. This is found in traditional New Mexican Spanish but is not attested within Mexico. I love hearing from you, so leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments.